When you awaken in the morning, before you engage with the outer world of shadows and effects, there exists a golden opportunity. In that sacred space between sleep and wakefulness, your subconscious mind is most receptive, most malleable to impression. It is in this state that you must practice the art of alignment, where your individual awareness merges with the universal consciousness. Let me share with you the method by which this alignment is achieved. It is not through struggle or strain. It is not through pleading or petition. It is through the exercise of your divine imagination, your most precious gift, the very creative power of God within you. As you lie there in your bed, allow your physical body to relax completely. Feel the weight of your physical form sinking into the mattress beneath you. Your breathing becomes rhythmic, gentle, and deep. With each breath, you release all tension, all concern, all preoccupation with the outer world. Now, in this receptive state, turn your attention inward to the feeling of your desired state fulfilled. What does it feel like to be completely aligned with the universe? What does it feel like to be the expression of infinite power and wisdom? Do not try to answer these questions with your intellect. Feel the answer. For feeling is the secret, the very channel through which your desires are transmitted to the subconscious mind. Remember always that your consciousness is the only reality. The world outside is but a reflection, a shadow of your inner state of being. As within, so without. This is not poetry, this is cosmic law. The universe must conform to the pattern established within your consciousness. It has no choice in the matter, for this is the way of all creation. So now in your morning meditation, assume the feeling of being perfectly aligned with the universal mind. Feel the harmony, the peace, the absolute knowing that all is well. Feel the boundless energy flowing through your being. Feel the perfect health expressing through every cell of your body. Feel the abundance that is your natural state. Feel the love that permeates every fiber of your being. Do not ask how this state will be realized. That is not your concern. The how, the when, the where, these are details that belong to the universal mind. Your task is simply to assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled, to live from the end, to occupy the state of alignment now in your imagination. Many will say to you, but this is merely daydreaming. This is fantasy. I tell you with absolute authority that what you are doing is employing the very creative principle of the universe. You are exercising your divine prerogative as a creative being. You are fulfilling the purpose for which you were created, to experience and express the glory of God, the infinite power of the universe through your individual consciousness. The Bible tells us, in the beginning was the Word. What is this Word? It is not mere language. It is the inner speech, the conversation you have with yourself. It is the assumptions you make about yourself and your world. This inner dialogue shapes your reality more powerfully than any external force ever could. As you lie there in the quiet of the morning, watch your inner dialogue. What are you saying to yourself? What assumptions are you making? Are you telling yourself stories of limitation, of lack, of separation from the good you desire? Or are you assuming the tone, the feeling, the conviction of one who is perfectly aligned with universal abundance? Speak to yourself from the end. Use your inner speech to congratulate yourself on your perfect alignment with the universe. Feel the gratitude that naturally arises when you recognize that all you have desired is already yours in the invisible realm of pure potential. I am so grateful to be perfectly aligned with the universe. How wonderful it is to feel this harmony with all of life. I am the expression of infinite intelligence and power. Everything I need comes to me easily and effortlessly. These are not affirmations to be repeated mechanically. They are states to be felt, to be occupied, to be lived from. Feel their reality, know their truth. Be the embodiment of these statements in your imagination. The ancient wisdom declares, be still and know that I am God. This stillness is not merely the absence of physical movement. It is the quieting of the questioning, doubting mind. It is the surrender of all mental argument against the reality of your wish fulfilled. In this stillness, you recognize your oneness with the creative power of the universe. You are not seeking alignment with the universe. You are acknowledging the alignment that has always existed. I recall a letter I received from a dear friend who practiced this morning meditation faithfully for 30 days. She wrote to me, "Neville, I cannot express the transformation that has occurred in my life. I began by simply feeling grateful for my perfect alignment with the universe each morning for just 10 minutes. I didn't force it. I just allowed the feeling to envelop me completely. Within days, opportunities began to present themselves that I could never have arranged through conscious effort. People came into my life bearing gifts that corresponded exactly to my inner needs. Challenges that had once seemed insurmountable dissolved before my eyes. And most remarkably, a profound peace has settled over my entire being. A peace that remains undisturbed, even amidst the most chaotic circumstances. This is the promise of your morning meditation. Not merely isolated experiences of good fortune, but a fundamental shift in your state of being. You move from seeing yourself as a separate entity struggling against the universe to knowing yourself as the very channel through which the universe expresses its infinite potential. Now let us explore more deeply what it means to align with the universe. It is not about becoming something you are not. It is about remembering something you have always been. It is about dropping the illusion of separation and reclaiming your rightful place as a creative center in the cosmic drama. When you truly align with the universe in your morning meditation, you are not merely affecting your day ahead. You are altering the entire trajectory of your life. You are establishing a new pattern in consciousness that must, by law, externalize itself in your experience. This is why consistency in your practice is so crucial. Each morning that you assume the feeling of alignment, you strengthen the pattern until it becomes your dominant state, your natural way of being. Many approach manifestation as a technique for getting things. But I tell you, when you align with the universe, you transcend the getting of things. You become the source from which all things flow. You shift from a consciousness of want to a consciousness of abundance. The difference is profound. In the consciousness of want, you are perpetually seeking, perpetually striving, perpetually affirming your separation from that which you desire. In the consciousness of abundance, you rest in the knowledge that all is well, all is provided, all is unfolding perfectly according to the divine pattern established in your imagination. As you practice your morning meditation, you may notice thoughts of doubt arising. How can this be true? How can my mere imagination create reality? How can I be aligned with a universe that seems so often to oppose my desires? These questions stem from the limited perspective of the conditioned mind. They arise from a lifetime of accepting appearances as reality. Do not fight these thoughts. Do not struggle against them. Simply observe them with detachment, knowing that they are merely the dying gasps of an old consciousness. Then gently return to the feeling of your wish fulfilled, the feeling of perfect alignment. This is not denial of the current conditions, it is transcendence of them. You are not ignoring reality, you are creating it. The great mystics and spiritual teachers throughout history have all pointed to this truth in their own way. They understood that consciousness is the only reality, that the world we experience is a projection of our inner states. They knew that by changing the inner, we inevitably change the outer. This is why Jesus said, "The kingdom of heaven is within you." This is why Buddha declared, "All that we are arises with our thoughts." This is why the Upanishads proclaim, "You are that." They were all expressing the same fundamental truth from different perspectives. In your morning meditation, you are not reaching for some distant state of enlightenment. You are claiming your birthright as a conscious creator. You are stepping into the role that has been yours since before time began. You are remembering who you truly are. Let me tell you about a simple technique that can deepen your morning practice of alignment. As you lie there in that receptive state between sleep and wakefulness, bring to mind an image of yourself radiating light. See this light extending outward from your heart center, filling your entire body, then extending beyond the boundaries of your physical form to encompass your room, your home, your neighborhood, your city, your country, the entire planet, the solar system, the galaxy, and ultimately the entire universe. As you visualize this expansion of life, feel the boundaries of your individual self dissolving. Feel yourself becoming one with all that is. Feel the rhythm of your breathing synchronizing with the rhythm of all life. Feel your heartbeat as one with the cosmic pulse. In this state of expanded awareness, there is no separation, no division, no me and the universe. There is only the one consciousness expressing itself through countless forms. This is true alignment, not the connecting of two separate entities, but the recognition of an existing oneness. From this state of awareness, make your declarations of truth. Speak to yourself with the authority of one who knows their divine nature. Your words now carry the creative power of the universe itself. I am the universe expressing itself as this unique center of awareness. Through me, infinite potential takes form in the world of effects. I move through my day in perfect harmony with all of life. Every circumstance I encounter serves my highest good and the highest good of all. Feel the truth of these statements. Let them resonate in every cell of your being. Let them reshape your perception of yourself and your world. This is not self-deception. This is awakening to the true nature of reality. Now, I wish to address a question that often arises: how long should I practice this morning meditation? The answer is not measured in minutes or hours, but in the achievement of a particular state of consciousness. You continue until you feel the absoluteness of your alignment with the universe. You continue until all sense of effort dissolves and you rest in the natural state of union. For some, this may occur in 5 minutes. For others, it may require 30 minutes or more. The duration is less important than the quality of your consciousness during the practice. Remember also that this morning meditation, while powerful in itself, is meant to establish a foundation for your entire day. The state of alignment you achieve upon awakening should be maintained to the best of your ability throughout all your activities. This does not mean you must remain in deep meditation as you go about your business. It means that you carry the feeling of alignment, the awareness of oneness, into every moment, every interaction, every circumstance you encounter. When challenges arise, as they inevitably will in this world of duality, return to the feeling of alignment. Remember who you truly are. Remember the truth you acknowledged in your morning practice. This constant remembrance is the secret to living a life of harmony, abundance, and joy. Many spiritual seekers make the mistake of compartmentalizing their spiritual practice. They meditate in the morning, then return to a consciousness of separation, struggle, and limitation throughout the day. They wonder why their manifestations are inconsistent, why their good seems to come and go. The answer lies in the consistency of their state of consciousness. The universe does not respond to occasional alignment. It responds to your dominant mental and emotional state. This is why your morning meditation is so crucial. It establishes the tone for your day. It anchors you in the consciousness of oneness and abundance before the distractions and challenges of daily life can pull you back into the illusion of separation. It reminds you of your true identity as a divine being, as the very creative power of the universe individualized in human form. I want to share with you a profound insight that was revealed to me during my own spiritual journey. The alignment you seek with the universe is not something to be achieved, it is something to be revealed. The alignment already exists in a natural state. What obscures this natural state are the accumulated beliefs, judgments, and misperceptions that constitute the conditioned mind. Your morning meditation, therefore, is not a process of creating alignment, but of removing the obstacles to the awareness of alignments. It is a clearing away of the fog that obscures the ever-present sun of your divine nature. This understanding transforms your practice from an effortful striving to a gentle surrender, from doing to being, from seeking to finding. As you lie there in the morning, simply allow yourself to be. Allow the accumulated tensions of a lifetime to melt away. Allow the persistent doubts to dissolve in the light of awareness. Allow the truth of your being to reveal itself naturally, effortlessly. This allowance, this surrender, is the secret key that unlocks the door to cosmic alignment. I recall a gentleman who attended my lectures regularly but struggled with the concept of effortless manifestation. He would tell me, "Neville, I am working so hard at this. I meditate every morning. I affirm my oneness with the universe. I visualize my desires like intensity I can muster. But nothing changes." I asked him to describe his experience during meditation. As he spoke, it became clear that his entire practice was characterized by strain, by an underlying belief that he needed to make something happen. I suggested that for 1 week, He abandoned all technique, all effort, all striving. I asked him to simply rest in the awareness of being for 10 minutes each morning. No affirmations, no visualizations, no attempting to create a particular state. Just being present with whatever arose in his awareness, without judgment or resistance. He returned the following week with tears in his eyes. "Neville," he said, "all my life I've been struggling to achieve what was already mine. In those moments of complete surrender, I experienced a peace and a knowing that transcended all my previous understanding. And remarkably, the very conditions I had been working so hard to manifest began to appear in my life, effortlessly, naturally, as if they had been waiting all along for me to step out of their way." This is the paradox of alignment with the universe. The more you strive for it, the more elusive it becomes. The moment you surrender, the moment you stop trying to make it happen, it reveals itself as the truth that has always been. In your morning meditation, allow yourself to experience this surrender. Let go of all concepts of how alignment should feel. Let go of all expectations of what should happen as a result of your practice. Let go of the very idea of yourself as a separate entity seeking connection with something outside of you. In this complete letting go, the truth of your being stands revealed. You are the universe. You are the power you have been seeking. You are the consciousness in which all things arise, exist, and dissolve. This understanding liberates you from the endless cycle of seeking and striving. It places the power of creation where it has always been, within you as you. From this recognition, you create your reality not through force or manipulation, but through the natural expression of your true nature. Just as the sun does not strain to shine, you do not strain to create. Creation flows through you as the natural activity of the universal consciousness that you are. As we approach the conclusion of our discussion on this powerful morning meditation, I want to emphasize a point that many miss. The purpose of aligning with the universe is not merely to improve your individual life, though this will certainly occur. The greater purpose is to allow the infinite intelligence and love of the universe to express itself more fully through you, for the benefit of all beings. When you are aligned with the universe, you become a clear channel for divine expression. Your thoughts, words, and actions carry the harmonic resonance of universal truth. You become a healing presence in a world of confusion and conflict. You become a light in the darkness, not through any personal effort or virtue, but through the natural radiation of the universal consciousness that you have allowed to shine through you. This is the highest form of service you can offer to humanity and to all of life. It is not service based on sacrifice or obligation. It is service that arises spontaneously from the recognition of oneness. You serve others because they are not others in the true sense. They are expressions of the same consciousness that you are. In serving them, you serve yourself. In loving them, you love yourself. In healing them, you heal yourself. As you practice your morning meditation, hold this understanding in your awareness. You are aligning with the universe not just for personal gain, but to become a more perfect instrument for the expression of universal love and wisdom. This intention elevates your practice from a merely metaphysical technique to a sacred communion with the source of all being. Let us review the essential elements of this powerful morning meditation. Begin in the quiet moments upon awakening, when your mind is most receptive to impression. Relax your physical body completely, releasing all tension and resistance. Turn your attention inward to the feeling of being aligned with the universe, of being one with the creative power of all life. Use your inner speech to confirm and strengthen this awareness. Speak to yourself from the state of alignment already achieved. If thoughts of doubt or separation arise, observe them without resistance. Then gently return to the feeling of oneness. Expand your awareness beyond the boundaries of your physical form to include all of life, all of existence. Allow yourself to simply be, surrendering all effort, all striving, all trying to make something happen. Carry the feeling of alignment with you throughout your day, returning to it whenever you find yourself caught in the illusion of separation. Remember that your alignment serves not only your individual good, but the good of all beings. Practice this meditation with consistency, understanding that you are establishing a new pattern in consciousness that will transform every aspect of your experience. My dear friends, what I have shared with you is not merely a technique or a method. It is a remembrance of the truth of your being. It is an invitation to reclaim your divine heritage as a creative center in the cosmic drama. It is a call to awaken from the dream of separation and limitation to the reality of oneness and infinite potential. The universe is not waiting for you to align with it. The universe is waiting for you to recognize that you are it, individualized in human form for the purpose of creation and experience. This recognition is the beginning of a new life, a life lived from the inside out, a life of power, purpose, and limitless possibility. Tonight, as you retire to sleep, hold the intention of awakening to the remembrance of your oneness with all of life. Tomorrow morning, practice this meditation with the conviction of one who knows the truth of their being. And throughout all your tomorrows, live from this truth, express this truth, be this truth. The Bible declares, I and my Father are one. This is not a statement of union between separate entities. It is a declaration of identity, of sameness. The I that speaks through Jesus, through me, through you, is the one consciousness, the one reality, the universe itself. As you align with this truth in your morning meditation, you align with the very source of all creation. There is nothing outside of you that you need to connect with, nothing external that you need to attain. All that you seek is within you, waiting for your recognition. The kingdom of heaven is not a place you go to. It is a state of consciousness by remembering who you truly are. My beloved friends, I leave you with this truth, simple yet profound. You are the universe expressing itself as a human being. In your morning meditation, you are not creating this reality, you are acknowledging it. And in this acknowledgement lies the secret of all manifestation, all creation, all fulfillment. Let this be your contemplation as you enter the silence of your being. Let this be the foundation of your life as you move through each day. Let this be your legacy as you touch the lives of all you encounter. I and my Father are one. I and the universe are one. This is the eternal truth, the yolti, the haltity, the final secret you will to have eyes to see and ears to hear. This is your truth. Claim it, live it, be it. And now, in the silence of your own being, allow this truth to resonate. Allow it to transform your perception of yourself and your world. Allow it to reveal the glory that has been yours since before time began. In this alignment with the universe, all things are possible. All good is available. All love is present. All wisdom is accessible. For you are that which you seek. You are the answer to your every question. You are the fulfillment of your every desire. Rest in this knowledge. Live from this awareness and watch as the universe, which is none other than your expanded self, brings forth the manifestation of your highest vision, your noblest purpose, your greatest joy. The universe is not something to align with, it is something to remember that you are. In this remembrance is freedom. In this remembrance is power. In this remembrance is the peace that passes all understanding. Be still and know that you are God. Be still and know that you are the universe. Be still and know the truth that sets you free. Let us begin by understanding that your home, your sacred space, is not merely a physical structure of brick and mortar. It is a living, breathing extension of your own mind. Every object within its walls, every picture hung, every trinket displayed, is imbued with the power of your attention and belief. These items are not inert. They are active participants in the grand drama of your life, playing roles assigned to them by your imagination. What we commonly refer to as demons are nothing more than undesirable states of consciousness, negative patterns of thought and emotion that we have allowed to take root in our minds. These demons do not exist outside of us. They are not separate entities lurking in the shadows. They are creations of our own making, given life by our fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs. The items in your home that attract demons are those that reinforce these negative states of consciousness. They are the physical anchors for the undesirable conditions in your life. But remember, it is not the items themselves that possess any inherent power. It is the meaning you assign to them, the stories you tell yourself about them, that give them their influence over your life. Consider for a moment a broken mirror. In many cultures, this is considered an item of bad luck, said to bring 7 years of misfortune. But ask yourself, does the mirror itself hold any power? Is there some mystical force contained within its shattered surface? Of course not. The power lies in the belief, in the expectation of misfortune that arises whenever you gaze upon that broken reflection. If you accept the idea that a broken mirror brings bad luck, if you feel a sense of dread or unease every time you pass by it, then you are, in essence, inviting that inner state of consciousness into your life. You are opening the door to the demon of misfortune, allowing it to take up residence in your home and your mind. But here's the liberating truth. You have the power to change this. You can remove these demon-attracting items from your home, not by physically discarding them, but by changing your relationship to them, by altering your perception, by refusing to give them power over your emotional state. You can transform these objects from harbingers of negativity into new neutral or even positive influences in your life. Let us consider another common household item that is often associated with negative energy: clocks that no longer work. Many people believe that a stopped clock brings stagnation into their lives, that it somehow freezes progress and growth. But I ask you, is it the clock that has stopped, or is it your own sense of forward momentum? The stopped clock becomes a demon attractor only when you allow it to remind you of wasted time, of opportunities lost, of dreams unfulfilled. But what if instead you chose to see that stopped clock as a reminder that time is an illusion, that the eternal now is all that truly exists? What if you used it as a symbol of your power to step outside the relentless march of minutes and hours to access the timeless realm of pure potential? You see, the power to transform these demon-attracting items lies entirely within you. It is your consciousness, your imagination, that gives them their significance. And just as easily as you can imbue an object with negative associations, you can infuse it with positive, uplifting energy. Now let us turn our attention to another category of items that are often said to attract negative energies: sharp objects. Knives, scissors, needles. These are tools that many believe should not be left out in the open, lest they cut the positive flow of energy in a home. But again, I urge you to look beyond the physical nature of these objects and consider the beliefs you hold about them. A knife, in its essence, is a tool of transformation. It has the power to divide, yes, but also to create. In the hands of a skilled chef, a knife becomes an instrument of culinary artistry. In the hands of a surgeon, it becomes a tool of healing. The knife itself is neutral. It is our perception and use of it that determines its impact on our lives. If you see a knife and feel fear, if you associate it only with violence or harm, then indeed it may become a conduit for negative energy in your home. But what if you chose to see that knife as a symbol of your own power to cut through illusions, to slice away the unnecessary, to carve out a life of beauty and purpose? In doing so, you transform it from a demon attractor into a talisman of personal power and positive change. The same principle applies to all sharp objects in your home. Scissors can be seen as tools of division, or they can represent your ability to cut ties with limiting beliefs and relationships that no longer serve you. Needles can be viewed as instruments of pain, or they can symbolize your power to mend, to create, to weave the fabric of your desired reality. It is not the objects themselves that need to be removed from your home. It is the negative associations, the limiting beliefs, the fearful expectations that must be cast out. And this process of removal happens not in the physical world, but in the realm of your imagination. Now let us address another category of items often believed to attract negative energies: mirrors. We've already touched upon the superstition surrounding broken mirrors, but even intact mirrors are sometimes viewed with suspicion. Some believe that mirrors can act as portals, allowing negative entities to enter our homes. Others warn against sleeping with a mirror facing the bed, claiming it can disturb our rest and drain our energy. But I say to you, a mirror is nothing more than a reflective surface. It has no power to invite or repel any form of energy, negative or positive. The only thing a mirror can reflect is what already exists, and that includes the contents of your own mind. If you look into a mirror and see something frightening, if you feel a sense of unease or dread, it is not because the mirror is a portal for demons. It is because you are confronting aspects of yourself that you have not yet fully accepted or integrated. The demons you perceive are nothing more than fragmented parts of your own psyche, crying out for acknowledgement and healing. Instead of removing mirrors from your home, I encourage you to use them as tools for self-reflection and growth. When you gaze into a mirror, do so with the intention of seeing your divine self, the perfect whole and complete being that you truly are. Use the mirror as a reminder of your own creative power, of your ability to shape your reality through the power of your imagination. If you find yourself troubled by your reflection, if you see imperfections or flaws that disturb you, remember that you have the power to change what you see, not by altering your physical appearance, but by shifting your perception, by choosing to see yourself through the eyes of love and acceptance. The mirror, like every other object in your home, is a blank canvas upon which you project your belief states and expectations. Choose to make it a reflection of your highest self, a reminder of your inherent divinity, and it will become a source of positive energy and inspiration in your life. Let us now turn our attention to another category of items often associated with negative energy, inherited objects or antiques. Many people believe that old items, especially those passed down through generations, can carry the energetic imprints of their previous owners. They fear that these objects might bring outdated patterns, unresolved conflicts, or even the demons of their ancestors into their homes. But I say to you, an object has no power to carry or transmit energy unless you believe it does. An antique chair is just a chair. A family heirloom is just an object until you assign it meaning through your imagination. The power lies not in the item itself, but in the story you tell yourself about it. If you receive an inherited item and immediately associate it with family trauma or generational struggles, then indeed it may become a conduit for those negative patterns in your life. But what if you chose to see that same item as a symbol of your family's resilience, as a testament to the strength and endurance of those who came before you? What if you used it as a reminder of your power to break negative cycles, to heal ancestral wounds, to create a new legacy for future generations? The choice is yours. You can remove these items from your home if they truly bring you discomfort. But I suggest a different approach. Instead of discarding these links to your past, why not use them as anchors for a new narrative? Imagine infusing them with your highest aspirations, your most positive intentions for yourself and your lineage. In doing so, you transform them from potential demon attractors into powerful talismans of generational healing and positive transformation. Let us address a category of items that many consider to be protective against negative energies, but which can, paradoxically, become attractors of the very things they're meant to repel: religious or spiritual objects. Crucifixes, statues of deities, sacred texts, crystals, these are all items that people often use with the intention of warding off demons or negative energies. But here's a truth that may challenge your current beliefs. These objects, in and of themselves, have no inherent protective power. A crucifix is just two intersecting lines until you imbue it with meaning. A crystal is just a pretty rock until you assign it spiritual significance. A statue is just shaped stone or metal until you decide it represents a divine being. The power of these objects lies not in their physical form, but in your belief in them. And herein lies the potential that you believe these objects to protect you from negative energies. You are, in essence, affirming the reality and power of those negative forces. You are saying to the universe, I am vulnerable, I am at risk. I need protection from these demons that I believe exist and have power over me. In doing so, you may inadvertently be attracting the very energies you're trying to repel. Not because the objects themselves are demon attractors, but because your belief in the need for protection stems from a place of fear, of lack of vulnerability. And what we fear, what we constantly guard against, has a way of manifesting in our experience. Instead of relying on external objects for protection, I urge you to recognize the divine power that resides within you. You are not a vulnerable being in need of protection from external forces. You are a creator, a divine being made in the image and likeness of God. The only demons that can affect you are those that you give power to through your own imagination and belief. If you choose to keep religious or spiritual objects in your home, do so not out of fear or a need for protection, but as reminders of your own divinity. Let a crucifix remind you of the power of love and forgiveness. Let a crystal remind you of the beauty and perfection inherent in all of creation. Let a statue of a deity remind you of the God-like qualities that reside within you. By shifting your perspective in this way, you transform these objects from crutches that support a belief in your own vulnerability into powerful symbols of your inherent divinity and creative power. You remove their status as potential demon attractors and turn them into beacons of positive, life-affirming energy in your home. Now let us delve into a category of items that many consider to be particularly potent attractors of negative energy. Objects associated with the occult or magical practices. Ouija boards, tarot cards, spell books. These are items that often inspire fear and unease, even in those who don't believe in their efficacy. But I say to you, there is no inherent power in these objects. A Ouija board is just a piece of wood with letters and numbers printed on it. Tarot cards are just pieces of paper with images. Spell books are just collections of words. They have no more power to attract demons or negative energies than a children's board game or a deck of playing cards. The power that people attribute to these items comes entirely from their own beliefs and expectations. If you believe that a Ouija board can open a portal to a dark realm, if you approach it with fear and trepidation, then you are creating the very conditions for a negative experience. You are, in essence, scripting a horror movie in your mind and then projecting it onto a harmless object. But what if you chose to see these items differently? What if, instead of fearing them, you recognize them as tools for introspection and self-discovery? A Ouija board could be seen as a means of accessing your own subconscious mind, of bringing hidden thoughts and feelings to the surface. Tarot cards could be viewed as prompts for self-reflection, as mirrors that reflect different aspects of your psyche. Spell books could be understood as collections of affirmations and visualizations, tools for focusing your intention and directing your creative energy. The key is to remember that these objects have no power other than what you give them. They cannot invite demons into your home because demons as separate entities with power over you do not exist. The only demons are the fears, doubts, and limiting beliefs that you allow to take root in your own mind. If you truly feel uncomfortable with these items in your home, by all means, remove them. But understand that in doing so, you are not banishing external negative forces. You are making a choice about what you want to focus on, about the kind of energy you want to cultivate in your living space. And that choice, that power lies entirely within you. Now let us turn our attention to a category of items that might seem mundane, but which can have a profound impact on the energy of your home Clutter. Piles of old magazines, stacks of unopened mail, closets stuffed with clothes you never wear. These accumulations of unnecessary stuff are often cited as attractors of negative energy. But again, I urge you to look beyond the physical reality of these items and consider what they represent in your consciousness. Clutter is not inherently negative. It does not attract demons or bad luck. What it does do, however, is reflect a state of mind, a pattern of thought and behavior that may not be serving your highest good. When you allow clutter to accumulate in your home, you are, in essence, declaring to the universe that you are willing to hold on to things that no longer serve you. You are saying that you are not ready or willing to make space for new experiences, new opportunities, new growth. You are clinging to the past, to old patterns and habits, rather than embracing the possibility of change and renewal. In this sense, clutter can indeed become a demon attractor, not because it invites external negative forces into your home, but because it reinforces internal patterns of stagnation and resistance change. The demons it attracts are the familiar but limiting beliefs and behaviors that keep you stuck in old patterns, preventing you from fully stepping into your power as a creative being. But here's the liberating truth. You have the power to change this. You can remove the demon-attracting influence of clutter, not just by physically cleaning your space, but by shifting your mindset about your possessions and your relationship to the material world. When you choose to declutter your home, do so with the understanding that you are not just tidying up your physical space. You are making a powerful declaration to the universe. You are saying, I am ready to release what no longer serves me. I am making space for new blessings, new opportunities, new growth in my life. As you sort through your possessions, do so with mindfulness and intention. Ask yourself, does this item reflect who I am now or who I was in the past? Does it support my highest vision for my life, or is it holding me back in some way? Be willing to let go of things that no longer align with your current self, your current goals and aspirations. Remember, the act of decluttering is not about achieving some external standard of tidiness. It's about creating a living space that reflects and supports your inner state of being. It's about aligning your physical environment with your highest intentions for your life. As you create more space in your home, imagine that you are also creating space in your mind for new ideas, new possibilities, new manifestations of your desires. See the open spaces in your home as symbolic of the open, receptive state of your consciousness, ready to receive all the good that the universe has to offer. In this way, you transform the act of decluttering from a mundane chore into a powerful spiritual practice. You remove the demon-attracting influence of clutter not by fighting against negative energy, but by actively cultivating a state of openness, receptivity, and alignment with your highest self. Now let us address another category of items that are often associated with negative energy: electronic devices. In our modern world, we are surrounded by smartphones, computers, televisions, and other gadgets. While these devices are undeniably useful, many people believe that they can disrupt the natural energy flow in a home, leading to stress, insomnia, and other issues. But I say to you, these devices, like everything else we've discussed, have no inherent power to attract negative energy or demons. They are simply tools, neither good nor bad in themselves. It is our relationship to them, our patterns of use, and the meaning we assign to them that determines their impact on our lives and our homes. If you find yourself constantly stressed, anxious, or unable to relax in your home, it's easy to blame the electronic devices that surround you. But I urge you to look deeper. The issue is not with the devices themselves, but with the way you are choosing to interact with them. When you compulsively check your smartphone, when you allow the constant stream of news and social media to occupy your mind, When you use television as an escape from your thoughts and feelings, you are in essence inviting a state of distraction and disconnection into your life. You are allowing these devices to dictate your thoughts, emotions, and energy. In this sense, they can indeed become demon attractors, not because they emit some mysterious negative force, but because they can reinforce patterns of behavior that separate you from your true self, from your inner peace and power. But the solution is not to remove all electronic devices from your home. Instead, I encourage you to change your relationship with these tools. Use them consciously with intention. Set boundaries around their use. Create spaces in your home that are free from electronic devices where you can connect with yourself, with loved ones, with the natural rhythms of life. When you do use your devices, do so with awareness. Before you pick up your smartphone or turn on your computer, pause for a moment. Set an intention for how you want to use this tool. Ask yourself, is this supporting my highest good? Is this aligning me with my true desires and aspirations? By bringing consciousness to your use of technology, you transform these potential demon attractors into tools for growth, connection, and positive change. Remember, the power lies not in the objects themselves, but in your consciousness, in your imagination. Every item in your home, from the grandest piece of furniture to the smallest trinket, from the most advanced electronic device to the simplest household tool, is a blank slate upon which you project your beliefs, your expectations, your state of being. There are no demon-attracting items. There are only the demons of your own limiting beliefs, fears, and negative expectations. The true work of removing these demon-attracting influences from your home is not a physical process of discarding objects. It is an internal process of transforming your consciousness. It is about choosing moment by moment to align yourself with your highest vision of who you are and what you want to create in your life. It is about recognizing your power as a divine being, as a creator made in the image and likeness of God. As you move through your home, as you interact with the objects in your environment, do so with this awareness. See each item as a reflection of your own consciousness, as an opportunity to reinforce your highest truths. Choose to imbue your space with love, with joy, with peace. For in doing so, you are not just changing the energy of your home, you are changing the very fabric of your reality. You are declaring to the universe, I am the master of my world. I choose what influences me. I create my own experience. And in that declaration lies the true power to banish all demons, to create a home and a life filled with light, love, and limitless possibility. Let us begin with the first line, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. This declaration is a testament to your true nature. When you utter these words with conviction, you are not asking for these qualities to manifest in your life, you are claiming them as your birthright. You see, in the realm of imagination, there is no separation between you and these divine attributes. As you repeat this line, feel the wholeness that permeates every fiber of your being. Experience the perfection that is your natural state. Allow the strength and power to course through your veins, knowing that you are one with the infinite creative force of the universe. Feel the love that radiates from your heart, touching every aspect of your life. Embrace the harmony that brings all elements of your existence into perfect balance. And lastly, let the happiness bubble up from within, for it is your true essence. Now, let us move on to the second line. Everything is working out for my highest good. This statement is a recognition of the divine order that governs all of creation. When you affirm this truth, you are aligning yourself with the cosmic flow of life. You are declaring your trust in the perfect unfolding of events, even when appearances may suggest otherwise. Consider for a moment the tapestry of your life. Each thread, each experience, whether perceived as good or bad, is woven together to create a masterpiece of unparalleled beauty. By affirming that everything is working out for your highest good, you are surrendering to the wisdom of your higher self the God within you that knows the grand design of your existence. As you repeat this line, feel a sense of peace wash over you. Release all anxiety about the future, all regrets about the past. Know that every circumstance, every challenge, every triumph is conspiring to bring you to your highest expression of self. Trust in the process, for the universe is always moving you towards your greatest good. The third line we shall explore is, I can be what I will to be. This powerful affirmation is a declaration of your given ability to shape your reality. It is a recognition of the creative power that lies dormant within you, waiting to be awakened by your conscious direction. When you state, I can be what I will to be, you are tapping into the infinite potential that is your true nature. You are acknowledging that your current state of being is not fixed, but rather, it is a malleable substance that can be molded by the power of your imagination and belief. As you repeat this line, feel the limitless possibilities opening up before you. See yourself stepping into the shoes of the person you aspire to be. Feel the confidence, the wisdom, the love, and the success of that version of yourself. Know that this ideal is not some distant future possibility, but a present reality in the realm of imagination, waiting to be brought forth into your physical experience. And now we come to the fourth and final line, it is done. These three simple words carry immense power when uttered with absolute faith. It is done is the ultimate affirmation of faith in the creative process. It is a declaration that what you have imagined and felt to be true in your consciousness must inevitably manifest in your outer world. When you say it is done, you are closing the door on doubt and uncertainty. You are stepping into the knowing that your desire is already reality in the spiritual realm, and it is only a matter of time before it appears in your physical experience. This statement is the period at the end of your declaration, the final seal on your intention. As you repeat it is done, feel the relief and satisfaction of knowing that your desire is already yours. Experience the gratitude for its fulfillment, even before you see any physical evidence. Live in the end, as if your desire has already come to pass, for in truth it has. Now, my dear friends, let us delve deeper into the profound impact these four lines can have on your life when embraced fully and practiced consistently. Remember, the words themselves are not magical. It is the state of consciousness they evoke that holds the true power. When you declare, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy, you are not merely reciting a positive affirmation. You are making a bold claim about your true nature. This statement challenges you to rise above the limitations of your current self-concept and embrace your divine essence. Consider for a moment the implications of truly believing and embodying these qualities. How would your life change if you walked through each day knowing, without a shadow of doubt, that you are whole and complete? How would your relationships transform if you approached every interaction from a place of perfection and love? How would your work evolve if you tapped into your innate strength and power? The beauty of this affirmation lies in its comprehensiveness. It addresses every aspect of your being, your wholeness, your perfection, your strength, your power, your capacity for love, your inner harmony, and your inherent state of happiness. By claiming these qualities as your own, you are aligning yourself with the highest version of yourself, the self that exists in the realm of pure potential. As you continue to repeat this line, allow yourself to feel the truth of these words resonating in every cell of your body. Let them seep into your subconscious mind, replacing old beliefs of lack, inadequacy, or unworthiness. For it is from this elevated state of consciousness that you will begin to attract experiences that mirror your newfound self-image. Moving on to our second line, everything is working out for my highest good. Let us explore the profound shift in perspective this affirmation can bring about. In a world that often seems chaotic and unpredictable, this statement is an anchor of faith and trust in the divine order of the universe. When you truly embrace the belief that everything is working out for your highest good, you liberate yourself from the need to control every aspect of your life. You release the anxiety that comes from trying to force outcomes or manipulate circumstances to fit your limited understanding of what is best for you. This affirmation invites you to adopt a broader perspective, one that recognizes that your higher self, or the God within you, has a grander vision for your life than your conscious mind can comprehend. It challenges you to find the silver lining in every situation, to seek the lesson or the opportunity for growth in every challenge. Imagine how your approach to life would change if you genuinely believed that every experience, whether perceived as positive or negative, was ultimately serving your highest good. How would you handle setbacks or disappointments? How would you approach uncertain situations or difficult decisions? By affirming that everything is working out for your highest good, you are choosing to trust in the perfect unfolding of your life's journey. You are acknowledging that there is a divine intelligence at work, orchestrating events and circumstances in ways that will ultimately lead to your greatest fulfillment and growth. As you continue to repeat this line, allow yourself to relax into a state of deep trust. Feel the weight of worry and anxiety lift from your shoulders. Embrace a sense of excited anticipation for the good that is constantly flowing into your life, even when it comes disguised as challenge or change. Now, let us delve deeper into the third line, I can be what I will to be. This powerful affirmation is a direct challenge to any limiting beliefs you may hold about yourself and your potential. It is a bold declaration of your inherent power to shape your reality and become the person you aspire to be. When you state, I can be what I will to be, you are acknowledging that your current state of being is not fixed or predetermined. You are recognizing that you have the power to consciously choose and create your identity, your capabilities, and your circumstances. This affirmation invites you to step into the realm of infinite possibilities. It challenges you to dream big, to envision the highest version of your plan, claim that vision as your present reality. It is a reminder that you are not bound by your past experiences, your current circumstances, or the opinions of others. Consider for a moment the person you truly desire to be. Perhaps you aspire to be more confident, more loving, more successful, or more creative. As you repeat, I can be what I will to be, see yourself embodying these qualities. Feel the sensation of being that person right here and now, in this present moment. The power of this affirmation lies in its ability to bridge the gap between your current self and your ideal self. By declaring that you can be what you will to be, you are giving yourself permission to grow, to change, to evolve. You are opening yourself up to new possibilities and opportunities that align with your desired state of being. As you continue to work with this affirmation, pay attention to the shifts that occur in your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. Notice how you begin to make choices that align with the person you are becoming. Observe how opportunities arise that support your new self-image. And finally, we come to the fourth line, it is done. These three simple words carry immense power when uttered with absolute conviction. It is done is the ultimate affirmation of faith in the creative process. It is a declaration that what you have imagined and felt to be true in your consciousness must inevitably manifest in your outer world. When you say, it is done, you are making a profound statement about the nature of reality. You are acknowledging that creation is finished, that all possibilities already exist in the spiritual realm. Your job is not to make something happen, but rather to align your consciousness with the reality you desire to experience. This affirmation challenges you to live in the end, to adopt the feeling of the wish fulfilled. When you declare it is done, you are stepping into the knowing that your desires already affect in the spiritual realm. And it is only a matter of time before it appears in your physical experience. Imagine for a moment how you would feel if your heart's desire had already manifested. Would you feel relief, joy, gratitude? As you repeat, it is done, allow yourself to fully experience these emotions. For it is this feeling that is the secret to bringing your desires into physical form. The power of it is done lies in its ability to shift your focus from lack to abundance, from wanting to having. When you truly feel that it is done, you release the anxiety and desperation that often accompany unfulfilled desires. You enter a state of calm knowing, of peaceful expectancy. As you work with these four powerful lines, remember that they are not mere words to be recited mechanically. They are states of consciousness to be lived and experienced. Each line builds upon the others, creating a powerful foundation for manifestation. When you declare, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. You are aligning yourself with your true divine nature. From this elevated state of being, you naturally trust that everything is working out for my highest good. This trust opens you up to the realization that I can be what I will to be, unleashing your creative power. And finally, by affirming it is done, you seal your intention with unshakable faith. Now let us explore how these 4 lines can be applied practically in your daily life to attract everything you've been waiting for. Remember, the key is not just to say these words, but to feel their truth in every fiber of your being. Begin each day by standing in front of a mirror and looking deeply into your own eyes. As you gaze at your reflection, say with conviction, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Feel these qualities awakening within you. Allow them to radiate from your being. Carry this feeling with you as you go about your day, letting it inform your interactions and decisions. As you face the various challenges and opportunities that arise throughout your day, remind yourself, everything is working out for my highest good. When you encounter a difficult situation, instead of reacting with frustration or anxiety, pause and repeat this line. Feel the peace and trust that come with knowing that all is unfolding perfectly for your growth and evolution. When you find yourself doubting your abilities or feeling stuck in old patterns, affirm, I can be what I will to be. Use this line as a reminder of your infinite potential. If you aspire to be more confident, act as if you already possess unwavering self-assurance. If you desire to be more successful, carry yourself with the dignity and poise of someone who has already achieved great things. And finally, as you set your intentions and work towards your goals, seal your efforts with a powerful affirmation. It is done. Whether you're visualizing your desired outcome during meditation or taking inspired action towards your dreams, conclude by feeling the relief and gratitude of knowing that your desire is already fulfilled in the spiritual realm. Remember, my dear friends, that consistency is key when working with these 4 lines. Make them a part of your daily spiritual practice. Repeat them upon waking and before sleeping. Write them in your journal. Meditate on their meaning. Most importantly, strive to embody the states of consciousness they represent. As you consistently apply these 4 lines in your life, you will begin to notice subtle shifts in your perception and experience. You may find yourself feeling more peaceful and centered, even in the face of challenges. You may observe synchronicities and opportunities aligning with your desires. You may experience a greater sense of flow and ease in your daily life. These shifts are signs that you are successfully aligning your consciousness with the reality you wish to experience. They are indications that you are becoming a vibrational match to your desires, attracting experiences that resonate with your new state of being. However, it's important to remember that manifestation is not always instantaneous. While some desires may manifest quickly, others may take time to unfold in your physical reality. This is where your faith and persistence come into play. Continue to live in the state of wish fulfilled, regardless of appearances. Trust in the perfect timing of the universe. If you find yourself struggling with doubt or impatience, return to these 4 lines. Use them as a reset button for your consciousness. Allow them to lift you back into the state of knowing and trust. For it is from this elevated state that you become a powerful co-creator with the universe. As you work with these 4 lines, you may also find that your desires begin to shift and evolve. As you align more closely with your true divine nature, you may discover that some of the things you thought you wanted no longer hold the same appeal. This is a natural part of the growth process. Trust in this evolution of your desires, for it is leading you towards your highest good. Remember, the ultimate goal is not just to acquire things or achieve specific outcomes. The true purpose of these 4 lines is to awaken you to your own divine nature, to help you realize your oneness with the creative force of the universe. As you embody the consciousness these lines represent, you will find that your outer world naturally aligns with your inner state of being. Now let us delve even deeper into the transformative power of these 4 lines. Consider how they can be applied to various aspects of your life, your relationships, your career, your health, and your spiritual growth. In the realm of relationships, begin by affirming, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. This declaration reminds you that you are complete in yourself. You do not need another person to feel whole or worthy. From this place of self-love and completeness, you naturally attract relationships that reflect and enhance your divine nature. As you navigate the ups and downs of relationships, remind yourself everything is working out for my highest good. This affirmation helps you maintain perspective during conflicts or challenges. It allows you to see each interaction as an opportunity for growth and deeper connection. If you desire to improve your relationships or attract a specific kind of partnership, affirm, I can be what I will to be. See yourself as the ideal partner you wish to be. Embody the qualities of love, understanding, and compassion that you desire in your relationships. As you become this person in your imagination, you will naturally begin to show up differently in your interactions. Finally, when you have a specific vision for your ideal relationship, seal it with the affirmation, it is done. Feel the joy and gratitude of already being in this perfect partnership. Live each day from this state of fulfillment, knowing that your outer reality must inevitably align with your inner experience. In the area of career and finances, start by declaring, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. This affirmation reminds you that your worth is not determined by your job title or bank balance. You are inherently valuable and deserving of abundance. As you face career challenges or financial uncertainties, affirm, everything is working out for my highest good. This statement helps you maintain faith during periods of transition or apparent setbacks. It allows you to see each experience as a stepping stone towards your ultimate success. If you aspire to advance in your career or increase your financial abundance, state with conviction, I can be what I will to be. Visualize yourself in your ideal role, doing work that you love and that contributes value to the world. Feel the satisfaction of financial freedom and the joy of using your talents to their fullest potential. When you have a clear vision of your career goals or desired financial state, affirm, it is done. Experience the relief and gratitude of already having achieved this success. Allow this feeling to inform your actions and decisions in your current work situation. Regarding your health and well-being, begin each day by affirming, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. This declaration aligns you with the truth of your perfect, divine health. It reminds you that your natural state is one of vitality and well-being. When facing health challenges or working towards specific fitness goals, remind yourself everything is working out for my highest good. This affirmation helps you maintain a positive outlook and trust in your body's innate healing abilities. It allows you to see each health-related experience as an opportunity for growth and greater self-awareness. If you desire to improve your health or achieve a specific wellness goal, state with conviction, I can be what I will to be. Visualize yourself embodying vibrant health and vitality. Feel the energy, strength, and vitality coursing through your body. Allow this vision to inspire your daily choices and habits. When you have a clear picture of your ideal state of health, affirm it is done. Experience the joy and gratitude of already possessing perfect health. Let this feeling guide your actions, leading you to make choices that align with your vision of well-being. In the realm of spiritual growth, start by declaring, I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. This affirmation aligns you with your true spiritual nature. It reminds you that you are already one with the divine, perfect and complete as you are. As you navigate your spiritual journey, with its moments of clarity and confusion, affirm, everything is working out for my highest good. This statement helps you trust in the process of awakening, even when the path seems unclear. It allows you to see each experience, whether blissful or challenging, as a valuable part of your spiritual evolution. If you aspire to deepen your spiritual connection or develop specific spiritual gifts, state, I can be what I will to be. Visualize yourself as the spiritually awakened being you desire to become. Feel the peace, wisdom, and love that flow through you in this enlightened state. When you have a clear vision of your spiritual path, affirm it is done. Experience the profound peace and unity of already being in complete alignment with your highest self. Allow this state of consciousness to inform your thoughts, words, and actions in your daily life. Now, my dear friends, as we near the conclusion of our exploration of these four powerful lines, let us reflect on their collective impact. These statements, when fully embraced and consistently applied, have the power to revolutionize your entire experience of life. By affirming your inherent wholeness and perfection, trusting in the benevolent unfolding of your life, recognizing your power to shape your reality, and sealing your intentions with unwavering faith, you are setting in motion a profound transformation. You are aligning yourself with the creative power of the universe, becoming a conscious co-creator of your life experience. As you work with these four lines, you may find that your entire perspective on life begins to shift. You may start to see challenges as opportunities, setbacks as setups for comebacks. You may discover a deep well of inner peace that remains undisturbed by external circumstances. You may experience a growing sense of connection to all of life, recognizing the divine essence in yourself and others. Remember, the power of these lines lies not in the words themselves, but in the states of consciousness they evoke. As you repeat them, strive to feel their truth in every cell of your body. Let them saturate your being, transforming your thoughts, emotions, and actions from the inside out. Be patient and compassionate with yourself as you embark on this journey of transformation. Old habits of thought and belief may resist change at first. Doubts may arise. When this happens, simply return to these four lines. Use them as a compass to realign yourself with your highest truth. As you consistently apply these principles, you will begin to attract experiences that match your new vibration. You may find that opportunities aligned with your desires seem to appear effortlessly. Relationships may become more harmonious. Your work may take on new meaning and purpose. Your health may improve. Your spiritual connection may deepen. However, remember that the ultimate goal is not just to acquire things or achieve specific outcomes. The true purpose of working with these four lines is to awaken you to your own divine nature, to help you realize your oneness with the creative force of the universe. As you embody the consciousness these lines represent, you will find that your outer world naturally aligns with your inner state of being. In closing, I invite you to make these four lines a central part of your daily spiritual practice. Begin and end each day by affirming them. Write them in your journal. Meditate on their meaning. Most importantly, strive to live from the state of consciousness they represent. I am whole, perfect, strong, powerful, loving, harmonious, and happy. Everything is working out for my highest good. I can be what I will to be. It is done. Let these words be the foundation upon which you build a life of joy, abundance, and fulfillment. Let them be the keys that unlock the infinite potential within you. For as you align your consciousness with these truths, you become a powerful magnet, attracting everything you've been waiting for and more. Remember, my dear friends, that you are the operant power in your world. Your consciousness is the only reality. What you perceive in your outer world is but a reflection of your inner state. By mastering your inner world through the consistent application of these four lines, you gain mastery over your entire life experience. Go forth now with these powerful tools at your disposal. Use them wisely and consistently. Trust in the process even when results are not immediately visible. Have faith in the perfect unfolding of your desires. For as you maintain this elevated state of consciousness, your world must inevitably conform to your vision. You are divine beings, creators of your own reality. Embrace this truth, live from this knowing, and watch as your life transforms in miraculous ways. The power is within you. The time is now. Your desired reality awaits your conscious recognition and acceptance of it. So speak these lines with conviction, feel their truth in your heart, and step boldly into the magnificent life that is your birthright. For in doing so, you not only transform your own experience, but you contribute to the elevation of collective consciousness, creating a ripple effect of positivity and possibility that extends far beyond your individual life. May these four lines be a beacon of light on your journey, guiding you always towards your highest good and grandest vision for your life. Trust in their power, for they are not mere words, but keys to unlocking the infinite potential that resides within you. And so it is. Imagine for a moment that you are standing before a vast ocean, The waves crash upon the shore, each one unique, yet part of the greater whole. You, my dear listener, like that ocean, boundless, powerful, and filled with untapped potential. But how often do you recognize this truth? How often do you look within and acknowledge the divine spark that resides in your very being? Too many of us spend our days feeling adrift, lost in a sea of external circumstances and opinions. We allow the noise of the world to drown out the whispers of our own inner wisdom. But I say to you now with absolute certainty that the key to finding your way to unlocking the treasures of your true self lies not in the outside world, but within you. To focus on yourself is not an act of selfishness, as some might have you believe. No, it is the most profound act of love and respect you can offer to the world. For when you tend to the garden of your own soul, you cultivate beauty in abundance that naturally overflows to all those around you. Consider the acorn. Within its humble shell lies the blueprint of a mighty oak. It does not look to other trees to know how to grow. It does not seek permission from the forest to reach for the sky. It simply turns inward, taps into the wisdom encoded in its very essence, and becomes what it was always meant to be. You, my friend, are no different. Within you lies the seed of greatness waiting to be nurtured and brought forth into the world. But to do so, you must first recognize and embrace this fundamental truth. You are the author of your own story, the creator of your own reality. The feeling of being lost stems from a disconnection from your true self. It is the result of looking outward for answers that can only be found within. When you focus on yourself, you begin to peel away the layers of conditioning and false beliefs that have obscured your vision. You start to hear the quiet voice of your intuition, guiding you towards your true path. Let us delve deeper into this concept. Imagine your mind as a vast unexplored territory, mountains of untapped potential, valleys of hidden talents, rivers of creativity flowing through the landscape of your consciousness. By focusing on yourself, you become the intrepid explorer of this inner world. Each day becomes an opportunity for discovery, for unearthing the treasures that lie dormant within you. But how, you may ask, does one begin this journey of self-focus? The answer, my dear friends, lies in the power of your imagination. For your imagination is not mere fantasy or idle daydreaming. It is the very workshop of creation, the place where your desires and your reality intersect. When you feel lost, close your eyes and imagine yourself as you truly wish to be. See yourself confident, purposeful, radiating with inner peace and joy. Feel the sensation of being that person, of embodying those qualities. For in that moment of imagination, you are planting the seed of your future self in the fertile soil of your subconscious mind. This is not mere positive thinking or wishful daydreaming. This is the deliberate use of your God-given faculty of imagination to reshape your self-concept and consequently your entire world. For as within, so without. The world you experience is but a reflection of your inner state of being. To focus on yourself means to take responsibility for this inner world. It means to carefully tend to the garden of your mind, pulling out the weeds of doubt and fear, and planting the seeds of faith and possibility. It means to be vigilant about the thoughts you entertain, the emotions you cultivate, and the beliefs you hold dear. Many of you have been taught that to focus on yourself is somehow wrong or selfish. But I say to you, it is the highest form of service you can offer to the world. For how can you give what you do not possess? How can you lead others out of the darkness if you yourself are lost? By focusing on your own growth, your own alignment with your highest self, you become a beacon of light for others to follow. Consider the great leaders and visionaries throughout history. They did not achieve greatness by conforming to the expectations of others or by losing themselves in the opinions of the masses. No, they dared to look within, to trust their own inner guidance, and to bring forth the unique gifts that only they could offer to the world. You, my dear listener, have a unique purpose, a divine mission that only you can fulfill. But to discover and live this purpose, you must first come home to yourself. You must learn to silence the external noise and listen to the whispers of your own heart. This journey of self-focus is not always easy. It requires courage to face your fears, to confront the limiting beliefs that have held you back. It demands discipline to consistently choose thoughts and actions that align with your highest vision for yourself. But I assure you, the rewards are beyond measure. As you begin to focus on yourself, you will find that the feeling of being lost gradually dissolves. It is replaced by a deep sense of knowing, a certainty about who you are and what you are here to do. This is not arrogance or egotism. It is simply the natural state of a being who has remembered their true identity as a divine creator. Imagine waking up each morning with a clear sense of purpose, feeling fully aligned with your true self. Imagine moving through your day with unshakable confidence, knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you are meant to do. This is not a distant dream or an unattainable ideal. This is your birthright, and it becomes your reality when you commit to focusing on yourself. But let me be clear, focusing on yourself does not mean isolating yourself from others or ignoring the world around you. On the contrary, as you become more centered in your true self, you naturally become more connected to all of life. You begin to see the divine in every person you meet, to recognize the interconnectedness of all things. Your relationships improve because you no longer seek validation or completion from others. You come to each interaction whole and complete in yourself, offering your authentic presence as a gift. Your work becomes more fulfilling because it flows from your true passions and talents rather than from a sense of obligation or the need to prove your worth. The key to this transformation lies in your ability to harness the power of your imagination. For your imagination is the bridge between your current reality and the life you desire to live. It is through the consistent, deliberate use of your imagination that you reshape the self-concept, and consequently, your entire world. When you feel lost or overwhelmed, I urge you to pause and turn within. Close your eyes and imagine yourself as the person you wish to be. See yourself moving through life with purpose and grace. Feel the emotions of joy, confidence, and inner peace that naturally arise from living as your true self. Hold this image and these feelings with unwavering faith, knowing that what you can conceive and believe, you can achieve. This practice of imaginative self-focus is not a one-time event. It is a way of life, a continuous process of aligning your thoughts, feelings, and actions with your highest vision for yourself. It requires persistence and patience, for the outer world does not always change overnight. But I assure you, as you remain faithful to this inner work, your outer world will inevitably conform to your new self-concept. Remember, the feeling of being lost is merely a sign that you have temporarily disconnected from your true self. It is an invitation to turn inward, to reconnect with the wisdom and power that reside within you. Embrace this feeling as a catalyst for growth, as an opportunity to deepen your self-knowledge and strengthen your faith in your own divine nature. As you focus on yourself, you may encounter resistance, both from within and without. Old habits of thinking and behaving may try to reassert themselves. Others in your life may not understand or support your journey of self-discovery. But do not let these obstacles deter you. They are merely tests of your commitment, opportunity to reinforce your new self-concept and demonstrate the power of your focused imagination. Think of yourself as a sculptor, chiseling away at a block of marble to reveal the masterpiece within. Each day, with each thought and action, you are sculpting your life, revealing more and more of your true self. The feeling of being lost diminishes with each stroke of the chisel, with each act of self-focus and self-alignment. But remember, my dear friends, this work of self-focus is not about reaching a final destination. It is not about becoming a perfect, flawless version of yourself. It is about embracing the journey of continuous growth and self-discovery. It is about falling in love with the process of becoming, of unfolding more and more of your infinite potential. As you focus on yourself, you will find that your definition of success changes. No longer will you measure your worth by external standards or the opinions of others. Instead, you will find fulfillment in being true to yourself, in expressing your unique gifts, in living each day with authenticity and purpose. The world needs you to focus on yourself. It needs you to stop feeling lost and to step into the fullness of who you truly are. For when you do, you become a living example of what is possible. You inspire others to look within themselves, to uncover their own hidden treasures. Imagine a world where each person is fully aligned with their true self, expressing their unique gifts and living their divine purpose. This is not a utopian fantasy. It is the natural result of each individual choosing to focus on themselves, to nurture their own growth and self-realization. As you embark on this journey of self-focus, remember that you are never truly alone. The same power that created the stars and set the planets in motion resides within you. It is always available to guide you, to support you, to illuminate your path. Trust in this power. Lean into it. Allow it to work through you as you focus on becoming the highest version of yourself. The feeling of being lost is not your natural state. It is a temporary condition that arises when you forget your true identity, when you look outside yourself for direction and validation. But I say to you now, everything you need is already within you. The answers you seek, the peace you crave, the purpose you long for, all of these are waiting to be discovered within the depths of your own being. To focus on yourself is to embark on the greatest adventure of your life. It is a journey of self-discovery, of self-creation, of self-realization. It is the path to true freedom, to unshakable peace, to boundless joy. And it begins with a simple choice, the choice to turn inward, to trust your own inner guidance, to believe in the power of your own imagination. As you make this choice day after day, moment by moment, you will find that the feeling of being lost gradually fades away. It is replaced by a deep sense of knowing, a certainty about who you are and why you are here. You begin to move through life with grace and ease, fully present in each moment, fully expressing your unique gifts. But let me caution you, this journey of self-focus is not always comfortable. It will challenge you to confront your fears, to question your long-held beliefs, to step out of your comfort zone. There will be moments of doubt, moments when the old feeling of being lost tries to reassert itself. In these moments, remember that discomfort is often a sign of growth. Embrace it as evidence that you are expanding, evolving, becoming more of who you truly are. As you focus on yourself, you may find that certain relationships or situations in your life begin to change. This is natural and necessary. Just as a snake must shed its old skin to grow, you too must be willing to let go of anything that no longer serves your highest good. Trust in this process of renewal and transformation. Know that as you align more fully with your true self, you naturally attract people and circumstances that support your growth and reflect your new self-concept. Remember, my dear friends, that to focus on yourself is not a selfish act. It is the most loving thing you can do for yourself and for the world. For as you nurture your own growth, as you cultivate your own inner peace and joy, you naturally become a source of inspiration and upliftment for others. Your very presence becomes a blessing, a reminder to all who encounter you of their own divine potential. So I urge you, stop searching outside yourself for direction or validation. Stop allowing the opinions and expectations of others to dictate your path. Turn within and focus on yourself. Explore the vast landscape of your own consciousness. Uncover the treasures that lie hidden within you. Trust in the wisdom of your own heart, in the power of your own imagination. As you do this, you will find that the feeling of being lost becomes a distant memory. It is replaced by a deep sense of purpose, a knowing that you are exactly where you need to be, doing exactly what you are meant to do. You move through life with grace and ease, fully present in each moment, fully expressing your unique gifts. This, my dear friends, is what it means to truly live. This is what it means to fulfill your purpose. And it all begins with the simple yet profound choice to focus on yourself, to believe in your own inherent divinity, to trust in the power of your own imagination to shape your reality. So I say to you now, with all the love and conviction in my heart, focus on yourself. Stop feeling lost. Embrace the magnificent being that you truly are. Step into the fullness of your divine potential. For in doing so, you not only transform your own life, but you contribute to the transformation of the entire world. Remember, you are not here by accident. You are not a random collection of cells and experiences. You are a divine being, created in the image and likeness of God, endowed with the power to create your reality through the focused use of your imagination. Embrace this truth. Live from this understanding and watch as your life unfolds in ways more beautiful and miraculous than you ever dared to dream. As we draw this talk to a close, I want you to take a moment to reflect on what you've heard. Feel the truth of these words resonating within you. Recognize that the power to change your life, to find your purpose, to stop feeling lost has always been within you. It is not something you need to acquire or achieve. It is your birthright, waiting to be claimed. From this moment forward, commit to focusing on yourself with unwavering dedication. Commit to nurturing your inner world, to cultivating thoughts and feelings that align with your highest vision for yourself. Commit to using your imagination deliberately and consistently to shape your self-concept, and consequently your reality. As you leave this place and return to your daily lives, carry this message with you. Let it be a beacon of light guiding you back to yourself whenever you feel lost or overwhelmed. Remember that within you lies infinite potential, waiting to be expressed. You are the author of your own story, the creator of your own reality. Focus on yourself, my dear friends. Stop feeling lost. Step into the magnificence of who you truly are. For in doing so, you not only transform your own life, but you become a living example of what is possible for all of humanity. You become a light in the world, illuminating the path for others to follow. Go forth with confidence, with faith, with an unwavering commitment to your own growth and self-realization. Know that as you focus on yourself, as you align more fully with your true nature, you naturally fulfill your divine purpose. You become a blessing to the world simply by being your authentic self. Remember, the feeling of being lost is not your natural state. It is merely a sign that you have temporarily forgotten who you truly are. But now you know the truth. Now you have the tools to reconnect with your inner wisdom, to tap into your infinite potential, to create the life you desire. So I say to you one last time, focus on yourself. Stop feeling lost. Embrace the journey of self-discovery and self-creation. Trust in the power of your imagination to shape your reality. Believe in the divinity within you and watch as miracles unfold in your life. You are more powerful than you know. You are more loved than you can imagine. You are here for a divine purpose. Embrace this truth. Live from this understanding and let your light shine brightly in the world. For in doing so, you not only fulfill your own destiny, but you inspire others to do the same. Go now with my blessings and with the full knowledge of your own divine nature. Focus on yourself. Stop feeling lost and step into the fullness of who you truly are. The world is waiting for your unique gifts, for the expression of your true self. Do not keep it waiting any longer. The time is now. You are ready. Embrace your power. Embrace your purpose. Embrace the magnificent being that you are. And so it is.